Hey guys, it's Charlie with you here at Rove Motorhomes at Gunthorpe, and today I pulled off the forecourt the Autotrail Tracker EKS, a big staple in the motorhome industry, been about for a long time, and there's a very good reason why. And I'm going to show you around this vehicle today, and you can make your own judgment on why you may think that is. This one is a 2015, it's got 16,260 miles on the clock, it's a two-berth, two-belt motorhome. 3.5 ton gross vehicle weight with a maximum length of 6.39 meters, so nice and short, very practical, and the width of 2.3. This one's had 2 owners from new, and we've got 5 engine services over that 16,000 miles, so obviously well maintained on the engine side of things as well. Now, walking up to the motorhome straight away, Autotrail obviously have a slightly taller roof to them, so you get more internal headspace, gives you that better feeling of space when inside the motorhome. If you've got to spend any rainy days inside, it's just going to make that much better with that internal headroom. We've got daytime running LEDs, the typical Autotrail colours on the cab with a red stripe going down the side, very nice, and all decals in excellent condition, and the same goes for the bodywork. We've got that elongated curved skylight over the roof, pouring in natural daylight, really nice and bright in there. And then as we come around to the side of the motorhome, you've got a recessed wind out canopy with a guttering on the side, obviously with the caps front and back to stop branches getting caught behind there. We've got a really decent sized gas locker. If we open these two up and open this, you get 2 6-kilo bottles in. It's nice and low, so we're not lifting heavy bottles in and out, damaging the sides of the locker entrance. It's a big locker which affords you a lot of space and makes life very easy. Next to the gas locker, we've got this storage compartment which is accessible from the outside, so perfectly suited for camping chairs, kayaks, ground sheets, you name it, things like that. Fridge vents are just behind that. You've got an LED awning light, obviously, that's centered under the canopy to provide light under there in the evening times. And right at the back, we've got the water fill up, and we've got an external barbecue point which has been perfectly fitted, as it should be, right to the side of the awning, so we can have the barbecue just offset to the canopy, just making sure the heat off that barbecue isn't going to rise up and discolour the fabrics of the canopy and weaken it over time by heating it up then cooling down. But for a 2015, looking at all the trims, all the corners, the bodywork, the windows, absolutely everything is brilliant on this motorhome. Round to the back, obviously you've got all your tail lights and indicators, spare wheel cover, with it being an Autotrail, they do mount those on the back rather than underneath. And yes, it does add about 10-15 centimetres worth of length to the vehicle, but worth it all day long for the ease of access to that spare wheel should you ever need it, and hopefully not. We've got an integrated reverse camera up at the top that's got the covering over it as well, just obviously keep it from weathering. And then down to the other side, it's exactly the same story when it comes to the condition and just the overall look of the motorhome. We do have a wet storage locker just here that recesses all the way back to the centre of the motorhome, providing perfect space for wet items. When you're done on holiday, you're packing things away, you don't want to put it inside the motorhome because of the moisture. You can put it in there to travel back in before you then get it out to dry at home. Really nice and easy, big taps on the Autotrail, big fresh waste drain off and a big wastewater drain off. Obviously, the smaller the tap, the longer you've got to sit and wait for it to drain, but with these, there's such big taps, it's 5 minutes job and the full water system is down and emptied. In addition to that, we've got the hookup point, we've got the Truma vent cover, we've got the cassette for emptying the toilet, which is just behind here, which should be very similar to what you know and love and seen already. Just lift and pull, obviously you get access to the handle and pull it out. And next to that, we actually have an external water point, and it's a shower point. And notice hot and cold, so it's a mixer. So as long as you've got your boiler running, you can actually have hot water running through a shower head outside your motor and rinsing things down before we pack it away for good. You can just see the TV aerial poking out there on top, so that's already fitted as well with the wing mirror covers, and then you've got the chrome door handles to go with it. So overall, really nice looking piece of kit. And what we'll do now is I'll pop my zoom onto the 0.5, so obviously we can just see a bit better, and then we'll enter the motorhome and I'll show you how it works through. Quite a nice wide door, to be honest with you. We've got the electric step and the recessed step. So the reason for that is the floor in this motorhome starts much higher, which obviously indicates the double floor system that Autotrail fit. Now, because it's got the 2 floors in there, one that you walk on and one that's a floor underneath, that's going to help with, obviously, when it comes to insulating it. So as you're running the heat, you're not wastefully running the heat for it to battle the cold outside. You're running it and it's going to maintain that temperature as well, meaning you have to run it less often, which means you're going to use less fuel. We've got the fly screen there that covers the door. We've got the door bend, and we've got the door bend. Ben, door bin, and the typical Autotrail umbrella as well. Chrome handles all around the door with the blackout blinds for privacy. So closing that, we're going to go straight into the motorhome. Apologies for my footprints walking around it today. And straight away, we're into the back. And look at this for a kitchen. So we've got microwave, we've got an electric hob ring. So we've got two forms of electric cooking. We've got 3 gas hobs to go with that, a separate grill and a separate oven for the gas cooking. We've got a fridge that works on 3 ways, which is your main hookup, your gas and your battery. So that can work wherever we want to go as well. So really well equipped in the kitchen area with this ginormous basin unit with integrated draining board as well. Obviously, you look at that side and go, not much worktop space, and that's why Autotrail go, here, have this then. So a completely separate worktop, which you can put what you want on. We've got power here, 12 volt, 230 volt on a TV point, so we can have a freestanding television. We can have coffee machines, whatever you like. We can utilize this worktop space for. Primarily, it is going to be used for the kitchen, I can assume. We've got LED splashbacks, we've got under unit LED lighting, we've got deep cupboards over the kitchen with the holders in there for all your plates and your bowls. We've got lots of various forms of storage underneath. We've got deep drawers, we've got cupboards with centre shelves in. We've got another drawer just here. We've got the cutlery drawer just up at the top, and then another cupboard down at the bottom. Don't let this fool you. I did the exact same and then realised the sink's obviously there. So that is not a drawer. The pop-up table is stowed just next to the 3-way fridge, and we have some more shelves on the right just there as well that we can utilise. So plenty of storage in this kitchen space. That one's really good because you can just take the microwave plate straight out, put it straight in there before you travel anywhere, stopping it rattling, potentially falling out and cracking. To ventilate the kitchen, there is a hab fan above that will either suck air out or blow air in, whichever you like. It will do that for you. All you need to do is lift the ceiling and tell it what you want. Over the door, we've got an easy-to-use control panel. We've got the electric for the heating, and we've also got the gas for the boiler. The gas for the heating is done just here, and the electric for the boiler is a switch just under there. Whilst we're in the back of the motorhome, I want to take advantage of showing you this glorious washroom. So we've got a cassette swivel toilet, full wooden floor around with press studs and the carpet too. So this is completely separate to the shower. We've got a full vanity basin unit just there with the LED mirror. We've got a breathable skylight over the top, helping this space be nice and ventilated and draws in a lot of natural light as well. Cupboard storage on the left behind the mirror, which can be seen in the photo file, and again underneath the basin unit. And once we push back these doors, which you can see were well held together with the magnetic strip, we've got full access then into this fully separate shower. It's got LED lighting in there, it's got a drying rail in the top so we can utilise it as a drying room. Really nice metallic black back into the chrome shower just there. Really large shower tray and plenty of space. So huge bonus, you'll never ever have to use the on-site campsite showers again with this motorhome. But it also provides a really nice private space to get changed for your day. No windows, no nothing, and you can utilise this area to prepare yourself for the day ahead. When it comes to storing your clothes and getting them out for the day in front of you, we've got a really large wardrobe, which is quite typical for the Autotrail. Just above the gas heater, we've got this huge wardrobe with a hanging rail up at the top with the LED bar in there, so we can see exactly what clothes it is we are sieving through. The height of the wardrobe will allow for coats, not just t-shirts, so you will be able to get your coats in there, trousers on hangers and other various items. Now the moment we're waiting for, that's the one. Look at that lounge. Really long bench seats, approximately 8 feet in length. So pretty much anyone I know will be able to use these as single beds if you so want to do so. Unlike a lot of the other brands where only half of it actually pulls together, the Tracker allows for the full bench seat to pull together. As you can see, the leg on the right and the left there, the leg on the right and the left there. And I've actually pictured it 2 ways, once with just the lats out and then with the bedding in so you can see both sides of it. I've also pictured in all of the cupboards so you can see just what kind of storage space is available, and there is absolutely tons, as you can imagine. And I think the main reason they've done this is because underneath there is that locker that's accessible from the outside, which means you are going to put in a lot of your outdoor camping gear under here. So to balance the scales a little bit, they've made sure you had lots of storage internally, so the items that you may have usually put in there can now go in all these cupboards that surround the entire lounge. And as you can see, this one being the deepest of the lot, just over ½ a metre deep, you can store pretty much what you like in these two over the cab. And then we move around to the driver's side. Although this one's got the fuse board in, so not so much for storage, We move on to this one with just the TV aerial with a split shelf in there, and we've got another one just here as well. Really, really large windows, all got blackouts and fly screens, under unit LED lighting bars with individual LED candle lights as well. Same goes for on the passenger side, so really, really nice smart lighting. We've got a lovely glow over the top here as well, which would be perfect for the evening lighting. And we've also got a television in the cab that's already hooked up to the main aerial, meaning we don't actually have to utilise that space for a TV, leaving it all yours to do what you wish with. Whilst we're on about the cab, obviously seats you can see are in impeccable condition, ergonomically designed, integrated headrest with 2 armrest full swivels on there. Into the cab we've got integrated satellite navigation, a 6-speed manual gearbox, cruise control with a speed limiter on as well. I've got hands-free on the steering wheel, electric windows and mirrors, which you can see just down there. You've also got your dip beam controls and your headlights and fog lights. Traction control and hill descent assist to help with the gearbox, elongating those revs out, making sure it's a nice smooth ride. Auxiliary points down below next to your 2 cup holders, and the phone holder / map reader up at the top. So really, really well equipped cab. USB charging and 12-volt DC charging just to finish that cab area off, and the Remis full cab blinds that I've also pictured for you guys to see. And when you just step back with that beautiful skylight over the top, it is a wonderful lounge to sit in. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 windows all in all in the lounge space. We've got 5 perfectly situated for the great views and 2 perfectly sized and situated for natural daylight. So it's really, really well thought of, which is probably why the Tracker has been such a staple in the motorhome industry. But all in all, guys, I mean, what a motorhome. There's not much you can say, not much you can mark it down on. If it's for 2 people, 2 berths, and you want something nice and compact that's going to take you absolutely anywhere, and obviously in maximum comfort with gas and electric heating and hot water, with gas and electric cooking, nice, short and compact, really attractive, lots of natural light. There's not much further to look than the Autotrail Tracker EKS. But I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. I hope you found it informative and it helps you with whatever journey that you're on. If you've got any questions on this one in particular, give us a call on 01158 223 157 or hit the Inquire Now button, and one of the team will get in touch to see how we can help you with any of your queries. Obviously, the motorhome will be found on the Gunthorpe depot forecourt, so if you would like to bob down, there's plenty of motorhomes to be seen and looked at, plenty in that 6-metre range, just like the Tracker you can compare to. But obviously, you're more than welcome to bob on down and take a look and see for yourself. Thank you for watching the video, and hopefully we'll see you soon.